All right, so we have a back area garden. Oh, and here's Sadie. She sees the camera. She's like, hey, I heard you doing a video. This is a picture of me smelling the roses. Good job, Sadie. Oh, Sadie smelling roses. All right. So lilies back here that are almost getting ready to go. And so that's where a lot of lilies up front came from, was this back area, because they get really congested and crazy. And so they start growing underneath this fence and just all over this rose garden. And so that's how those lilies got thinned out and put up front. And this is Sadie trying to look like she's not doing anything, but she's desperately trying to be in the show. So I'm trying to back up without running into stuff. So this is the St. Francis garden, and it's just like all of these roses. And I've taken 4 or 5 rose bushes out of here. This is that daisy. Oh, look, they're coming in. See those little daisies that just showed up at some point. And they are working on the sprinklers, so that's why everything's all wet. But yeah, so this area is still really, really crazy. I've taken a lot of stuff out of it. Here's Sadie. Sadie's not really crazy. Lettuce row. And some herbs. And then this is Portia's fairy garden that we have now. Ooh. All right. So I was doing this video because I realized I almost straight up missed honeysuckle season. So it turns out these are honeysuckles. My friend Ann told me that these flowers are called honeysuckles. And so this bush was pink and I missed it. There's one pink one left right there. And maybe there's one over here. Let's see. Up in here there's a pink one. But yeah, so then they go ahead and go yellow and white. And I guess these are honeysuckle. But this is why this is called the St. Francis garden. And the honeysuckle kind of took over this fence. And so these are these roses here. And this is this cat here. Are you gonna look at the camera, or am I just gonna have pictures of your back? She's like, well, these are still shots. I'm being contemplative. I'm smelling roses. I'm thinking deep thoughts. And she's got the twitchy tail though, so something's up. So the honeysuckle, let's see if I back up more. Is it smaller? Yeah. So the honeysuckle grows up these things, and it's like taken over this whole situation down here, so it needs to be thinned. But that's also honeysuckle. So this is just, growing up like, well, I don't even know what these things are called. Whatever these little, it's not coming to me right now, but they grow up these things and then grow up on the cat fence. And here's some new scallions that got planted that I didn't want to put into the hot ass sun because it was hot today. Whoo, it was hot. Whoa. Oh, here's Pan, you guys. I'm glad I got a video of this. Pan's thing is when the celery plant is wet, he goes and licks all the water off of it like he's like a wildcat, like finding this water source in the jungle. See if I can walk over without disturbing him. But he will like lick all the water off of all the leaves. Maybe not all the water off all the leaves, but he'll do it till he's like literally, he's really, really wet. Like if you touch his head or his face or like even like his like shoulders, he'll be, hi Pan, is this personal? It's okay? Okay. But yeah, so it's pretty funny. And if he's having like a bad moment, like he's feeling kind of like put out because I won't let him in the garage, or Noobs is fucking with him or whatever's happening, I'll just go and water the celery, and then he comes outside and he forgets all about it and everything's okay, because then he has the fresh jungle water to be drinking. I'm so happy I caught that. So yeah, it's a celery. It's like looking really kind of crazy. I'm not sure. I might have to cut some of that off and juice it. And then there's the zucchinis, and all of the sticks and pine cones are because Noobs won't stop shitting in the garden. And if you're thinking to yourself, hey Sarah, I thought you were an animal communicator, I am an animal communicator. I'm not an animal controller though, and so me telling noobs that I prefer him to shit in the garden, in the grass, or in the cat box, he's like, "There's no way, dude. There's like this soft dirt that smells like compost. It already smells like poo. I'm definitely gonna poo in there." So, these sticks and these pine cones have kept that curbed. So now, I don't know why. Like none of these areas there's also room, but I put down the pine cones where the main action was happening, and of course I cleaned it up. Yeah, but that's what you do. That's what you do. So this is everything else that's growing in. Sadie, oh, this is a good picture. Hey, Sadie. Sadie sitting on a big pink quartz. And of course we're just getting her back today. And these are the pots with the tomatoes. Some of them are getting kind of big. That one's getting kind of big. And this is kind of funny. So we got like really good dirt and kind of topped off all the pots, just a little bit of dirt on top of each pot. And there was like some kind of seed must have been in this dirt, because like all these pots are growing all this like grass and weird shit. And it's like, okay, that's cool. So I have to go through like weed everything. Mostly just because grasses will kind of choke things out. And tomatoes aren't into being choked out. Tomatoes like having their space. Hi, Sadie. Hi. That was a very pretty look. That was very pretty. You are pretty. You're very pretty. Okay. Get her from this angle. My friend's camera, he has a newer iPhone, and you can take, oh, I guess I can do that. I guess I can do it too. I did not know that. I guess I can take pictures while I'm taking a video. See, looking very, very pretty. Oh, she sees something. I'm not sure what she's seeing, but. And Pan's still a jungle cat, doing what jungle cats do. Gathering their water. Hi, Pan. Look at how wet your head is. I know. That's awesome. Yeah. And so these are the lilies back here. I think I transplanted them a few years ago. Put them over in that corner, and they're kind of taking over, so it might not have been a great idea. And this is this rose back here, this rose here, and this peony is just out of control. We need like a way bigger like brace for it. It's just enormous. This rose is big. This rose is here. It's really pretty. It's kind of hard to tell what's what with the vine behind it and everything, but I'll get closer to that rose. This rose here. This is the cat begging. She thinks she's going to go out, but she's not. It's almost curfew. It's almost curfew. Hey, Pan. Your big moment. Hi. Want to say hi, everybody? Everyone wants to see your wet head. Yeah, your wet ass head. All right. That was a good job drinking all that water. And yeah, sunflowers are getting kind of big. They're about up to my chest. So everyone's looking pretty good. Everybody's looking pretty good. And as you can see, I'm not a person that rolls a hose up. I can't deal with it, so I sort of like try to get it out of the way so I don't trip on it. Oh, we have a squirrel on the cat fence. Let's see if I can get him in the picture. Sometimes they'll jump off the house and land on the top of this fence like it's a circus fence, like a trapeze, you know, when they have things that they can jump onto, and it's really funny to watch. But, oh, he's a baby squirrel. Oh, you're like a little young guy. Look how young you are. You're just skinny. Oh, you don't even have you don't even have a bushy tail yet. Hi. Yeah. So I'm not sure where you jumped from. Did you jump down from the tree? Where'd you come from? Oh, that's a really young squirrel. All right. Okay, so back at the honeysuckles. And we got some squirrel action, which is always good. And back at St. Francis. All right. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.